All right, we're here in Boca Raton on location. We wanted to give you a quick tour of one of our very favorite theater media rooms that we knocked out. And one of the reasons we want to show you this today is just give you a feel that you can be more creative and use other spaces for a theater or a media room than you probably think. Big thing we're going to give you a tour as we walk through this part of the home is how much natural light is feeding in from all over the house. And we can still put a projector and screen in here if we just get a little creative with it. So come on in. The wizard's being shy behind camera, but he's the one that made this all happen. Makes all the magic come to life. Super cool space, right? We're here in southern Florida. We've got a ton of really beautiful natural light coming in. They've got these big floor-to-ceiling windows. And obviously they don't want to muck that all up just so that they can watch a movie. They want to enjoy this space as is, the view to the pool, the natural light coming in from both sides of the house. So a lot of times when we're designing systems for clients, they'll look at a space like this and go, man, I wish that I could do a theater or a media room, but I don't have the space. And that's where we just want to have a little bit more creativity with what we're doing. We can put a theater or a media room in just about any space in the house with a little creativity. We can transform the space. Now I know somebody watching this, maybe even you, is going to get hung up on this and go, well, but it's not perfect. Acoustically, it's a wreck. You can't have the sound be great. You can't have the video be great. Who cares? So yeah, there's some truth to that. But if you're building your dream home and the space that you want to put a theater or media room isn't ideal, doesn't fit in that THX box, it's okay. THX would be the first to tell you at certification not to get hung up on the perfect room. So we're here in a space. This is the one that the client wanted to use. We know that the video is not going to be perfect. We know that the audio is not going to be perfect, but what it will be and can be and is for this client is a phenomenal experience. Very first night when we fired this all up, client came home and he watched a movie here with his girls. And when we came back the next day, he told us how much he enjoyed having that experience together with his girls and watching a movie together. So even though it's not perfect, it was everything he wanted it to be, and that's the goal. So what we're gonna do in a minute is we're gonna show you a demo. We're controlling this room by Savant, but also from Josh.ai. So you can use a remote, or you can use an app on your phone, or you can use your voice. And the second we say movie time, the whole room will transform. The projector comes down, the screen comes down, we have room darkening, shades come down, and you'll see a clip at nighttime of how much this place can really get going. And again, I'm not gonna dive too deep into what gear we used here. It doesn't really matter what speakers we used or what subwoofers we used. That's kind of besides the point. The takeaway on this video is to just understand that this big open room with lots of light, that's more of a living room, we can transform into a theater when we're ready. Okay, Josh, start the movie.
As you wish.
So you can see how much this room transformed, right? You just saw a second ago, it's 1 o'clock here, we're in the middle of the day, there's tons of light, and just a flick of a button, we're able to transform this room into a media room. Even the living room furniture here, it looks like what you would put in a typical living room, but when it's movie time, it transforms, the backs open up, so you have a headrest, it reclines. So you can really take this space that looks like just a common living area and then transform it to movie time when we're ready. So I'm gonna open it back up real easy and show you how quick it is to put it all back away. Okay, Josh, turn off the movie.
Right away.
Okay, Josh, open the shades.
Opening the shades.
Okay, so super easy for us to transform this room. Now we had to make some considerations in here, right? There's a lot of natural light. Even when the shades are down, we still have a little bit of light bleed, even though it's room darkening. The windows are huge. We've got mullions and gaps. So it's not perfect. So we made some considerations. We didn't just do any projector. We needed a projector that had a lot of power in it, a really strong light engine. We went with a Wolf projector that's got 3,000 lumens. We used a projector screen from Draper that can address some of the ambient light in the room. Okay, even the speakers have to all be in the ceiling because of what we have to work with here. All these walls are concrete, so he didn't want floor standing speakers. We had to go in the ceiling. We hid subwoofers in this really nice custom cabinet. They cut out the bottom of the cabinet so the subwoofer can push air out under the cabinet. So we had to get creative, and we had to look at the space and go, all right, we're gonna need room darkening shades, but we're still gonna need a laser projector, and we're still gonna want an ambient light rejecting screen. But by doing that, we were able to take this space and transform it and make it a really cool media room for this client. And then when it's party time, you can do some really, really cool stuff. Check it out. So that's it. Just wanted to show you this space, and it's one of my favorite spaces in terms of how much it transforms to become a media room. So when you're building your dream home and you don't have that dedicated space or the spot under the garage or the spare bedroom, don't immediately kick out the idea of having a theater. Start being creative about the space that you think you would want to have the media room in, and more than likely you can transform that space. If you find yourself getting stuck, hit us up. We've got a virtual theater design service we can help you with, help you visualize it and see how that theater would play and the different pieces you would bring in to help you transform it. Either way, we always appreciate the support. Thanks so much for watching the video. We'd love it if you'd like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. We just launched our new theater course. You can find the link to that below. We've also got our virtual theater design service. You can find the link to that below as well.